So this quick news video is designed to get you guys up to date with some of the things that transpired from Community Day till now. I've got a bunch of gameplay and a whole lot of other things I want to discuss with you guys from my personal experience, but I have to wait until Wednesday because of the non-disclosure agreement. So let's dive into this. Maybe there's a few things that you might have missed. First up, a response from Scott OG from Kingpin, who says, look at the change of speed. And this comes from that footage from China that I shared with you guys a couple days ago. Scott says, like I mentioned, change of speed was a big emphasis this year. Getting up the top speed is something we looked at and studied quite heavily. You see Wall here in this example. Now try this same combo with someone like LeBron or Westbrook. All three feel different. I'm gonna elaborate on a few of these topics because I experienced it myself. LeBron is more bulky and hulking. He feels like he'll just truck past anybody. The blow-bys can be a problem with a player like LeBron, unless of course you have a strong defender like Paul George or Kawhi Leonard. Mark says, I'm interested in how AI defenders behave if I have someone like Westbrook coming downhill at them. Scott says they will wall up in transition and adjust positional depth. His mid-range pull-up in transition is much more deadly now. Now a message from Czar, one of the legends in the 2K community. Now he's a developer on the game. Czar says, on the NBA Play Now side of the house, be sure to evaluate mismatches in rebounding also. Those extra possessions can be the difference between wins and losses. You may have to sub in a better rebounder who can't score for someone who can even out your opponent's advantage. I noticed that on the Lakers, DeMarcus Cousins and Anthony Davis, they get a lot of boards. They were really hard to stop in the paint as well, so that's going to be huge this year. True to Self says, I hope my two-way athletic can stop that and not swing my hand right at the ball and miss by fingertips. And he's referring to swiping at the ball, trying to get some steals. Czar says, you're going to have to retreat and recover. If you plan on sprinting at him and slapping the steal button, good luck with that. And shows the crying emoji. That's basically the blitz animation. Remember when I was telling you guys that you can't just blitz somebody, take the angle, hold sprint, run at that angle and just knock the ball loose. It doesn't really work like that anymore in 2K20. My good friend Sub the Gamer, he chimes in and says, this year, when trying to steal the spam button, instead of you always just getting the foul call, it felt like the ball handler gets an advantage and can drive past you. I love this. This is what I meant by steal spamming and trying to take the angle. It seems to be a lot harder. Now there was a tweet from another person who played the game who said they were getting a lot of steals. This might have been in between the passing lanes from someone making bad passes, or it might have been while using an excellent on-ball defender who's got a high steal rating. Juice Man says, bro, my player avoided contact with the defender after breaking his ankles. I like that a lot. I actually have footage of me breaking ankles with my 90 overall, maybe 95 overall playmaker that I created. And each time I got the ankle breaker, I felt like I had clear space to get to the rim or basically take a jump shot. I didn't notice any ankle breakers and then a collision animation after that. Not saying they're not in the game, just saying I didn't notice any in the little time that I had. Duke Dennis, who I got a chance to meet for a short time, he says, I just made a 7-foot stretch big with Hall of Fame catch and shoot. Hall of Fame range extender, which is limitless. I just made a fadeaway 3 from deep. Also, I was able to put quick first step on my stretch. He's still slow though. So I'm not going to say that the stretch big has been reduced this year. I'm not going to say that he's not going to be able to shoot from behind screens. I'm not exactly sure because we didn't get a chance to go up against each other or play like Park or anything like that. But what I've been hearing is that stretches have become a little bit more limited in the ball handling department. So they might be slower, they might actually be forced to play their actual position, which is to spread the floor and force people to play one-on-one defense against, let's say, a guard or a playmaker that's trying to, get buckets 1v1. I still think we could leave it to Duke Dennis to figure some things out. Pretty sure the stretches are still going to be useful this year. Duke also says, as a stretch big, once you go past 6'10", you can only choose sharp takeover or post takeover. My man Flight White, who's past me in height, he says hairstyles damn near similar as last year 2K. I pulled Mike Wang to the side and demanded new hairstyles. He said, we're gonna do our best to add more before launch. Hollywood chimes in and says, post takeover animations are gone. I know a lot of you guys hated the post takeover animations, especially the ones that would throw you way out of bounds or knock you out of place, look like they were illegal moves. To my knowledge as well, they've been removed.
Poor boy Sin reiterates a big fact in terms of dribbling. He says no more momentum spamming back and forth. 2 momentums max before you're forced to cancel out. It may change in the full game. This is very true because even when I made my player a 99 overall, I could not spam momentum dribbles. In my previous 2K dribble tutorials, I used to show people that you can momentum dribble all the way up the court. Once that dribble fatigue kicks in, it's going to be very hard for you to do anything else. Bumped into Troyden when I was there as well. He says, unfortunately, you cannot put WNBA teams against the NBA teams. I'm pretty sure somebody on PC is going to make this happen regardless. It's going to be funny to watch. Probably going to adjust the attributes and have female players dunking on male players. But this does make sense. You don't see WNBA players playing against NBA players in real life, so it's not going to be in 2K either. My man Flight jumps in and says, male MyPlayers will be able to equip WNBA female animations. I wasn't able to confirm if females could equip men's though. I was told this as well, that as a MyPlayer you might be able to equip some of the female JumpShot animations. I do have some WNBA footage which I'll be releasing on Wednesday, probably before the demo drops. And last but not least, speaking of the demo, 2K updated the demo release time on their Facebook. They said starting on August 21st at 8 AM Pacific time. So 8 AM Pacific time is 11 AM Eastern. So make sure you guys adjust that in your calendars. Remember, I got a lot more footage I'm dropping on Wednesday, probably before the demo drops. So make sure you turn on notifications so you'll know exactly when I drop them. Also, follow me on Twitter because that's another place where I drop a lot of information. Always remember to subscribe, like to show your support, and I'll see you guys in the next one. There's a non-disclosure agreement and an embargo that says I can't show footage or share content with you until the day of the demo, which is Wednesday the 21st. Which sucks because when the demo drops, why would you care about my description of the game? You're already playing it. So all I can do is give you guys a quick, brief analysis of what I saw.